Sometimes I say we're two things at once. So thing one is food is health, food agriculture. Thing two is we're a fintech startup. So covering thing two is we are an open-ended evergreen fund. We've got 500 LPs. We raise capital from institutional investors, from family offices, from RIAs. We do that consistently. We're always adding to our fund. The fund never closes. We're always fund one. And so there's a whole bunch of craziness in reshaping venture in that way. Sequoia is sort of moving to that model. So we sort of were ahead of the game. They're a lot bigger than us, but there's a shift going on in venture capital there in terms of how capital is brought together that we sort of started with the fund. Putting that aside, to do venture capital well, I personally think you got to be close to customers. We were founded in the St. Louis area. St. Louis is extraordinarily strong, probably number one in the world in ag innovation and probably in the top 10 in healthcare. And so we just have a natural ecosystem around us of people who've been both customers of that problem and people who've been solving the problem out of WashU, out of Monsanto, out of a regional area called the Danforth Plant Life Science Center. And so we concentrated as we started the fund, and we were sort of solving two problems. How do we bring capital to some less well-served markets? And then what sectors are we going to concentrate in? It just sort of naturally evolved in this sort of health food area. There's also a great chart that's been shared on the internet recently that out of Mark Pryor, not Mark Pryor, I can't remember Mark's last name, but out of AEI about where we've seen inflationary and deflationary forces. So certainly Silicon Valley's done a great job of bringing down the cost of tech-related things, but areas like education, food, healthcare still sees a lot of inflationary forces. As a fund, we're really more interested in those places where costs are going up. Innovation is a deflationary force, and so the first areas we're concentrating are around agriculture and healthcare. And then in time, as we continue to grow, we might start to wander into some other areas that have seen sort of inflationary forces to try to turn those around.